with Marcia Haise at the National Wrestling Hall of Fame, and inductee is one of the referees, the officials wing. Congratulations. What were your thoughts when they said, hey, Marcia, we'd like you to come out and we're going to honor your career as a referee?
Dream come true. For years, you work really, really hard. The idea is to do the absolute perfect match all the time. Doesn't always work out, but you really enjoy the athletes, the coaches, and an opportunity to get to the next level. And when you finally do get to the top and feel like you've accomplished something, it's a wonderful experience to have somebody else say to you, you were that good, and we would like you to be in our Hall of Fame as the Meritorious official.
Yeah, that was wonderful. And how'd you end up on a mat? I mean, people at the time, especially, there weren't a lot of women that were refereeing the sport of wrestling. I mean, there had to be a day or a reason that you did it.
Went to a tournament at Freeport High School. My husband was running it.
Sure.
Our son was a cadet. He was going to wrestle in it. Tony Melosi came up to me, said, we're shorthanded. Would you like to referee? I said, sure.
Yeah, why not?
My husband said, she'll pair. Marcia said, no, she wants to referee. Tony took the shirt from his bag and handed it to me. Came down to my knees. I tucked it in and had a ball all day long. Tony helped me. I worked with him on the mat. I worked with Bill Stark. They put me in the middle of the mat on a final to make sure that no mistake was made. The two of them were on the opposite sides, mat, chair, and judge, so the points would be properly scored in case I made an error. I didn't. And when it was done, Tony said to me, how'd you like it? I said, I loved it. He said, see you at Bayshore High School next week.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So they got you once and then they got you for life, right?
That's it, absolutely. When you get involved with wrestling, it's an addiction. It's a positive addiction. You want to be perfect, you want to learn, and you want to help other people around you learn once you get to that level.
So you ended up refereeing high school matches, not just the freestyle Greco too, right?
That's correct.
How'd you end up doing that?
I waited till our sons had graduated high school and finished the folk style wrestling. I felt I didn't want to be involved in it while they were. Mm-hmm. And then once that occurred, I took the training class and started out on the JV level. Took me 4 years. I moved to varsity. And after a number of years, my ranking was high enough. I did finals for the Nassau County Section 8 qualifier going to the States. And in 2007, 2011, and 2015, I was selected to officiate the New York State Wrestling Championships.
Unbelievable. That's got to have been a lot of fun. But you've been all over the world for wrestling or officiate. What are the places you remember that you really liked?
I loved France. It was a very unique experience, but the absolute most fantastic world championship for women was the one in Tokyo, Japan. Mm-hmm. They just do it to the utmost perfection. They take referees around to events each night after the event is over. The scoring was a rather unique technique of hitting an electronic button so that the paddles went up in the air. There were individuals who were officiating that weren't quite at my level, and there were those who were higher. And when you go to a tournament like that, it's a great experience because not only can you help someone else, but you can learn from those that are already there.
Do people come up to you and say, hey, you were a trailblazer, you've opened this opportunity for other women? Do you hear that, or do you feel pride in the fact when you see other women out there becoming officials in wrestling?
I get that tremendously after about the first, I should say I got that tremendously after about the first 5 years. Mm-hmm. The first 5 years, people are questioning why you're there. You're a woman in a man's sport, you're the only one in an event. Why are you there? And do you have the stamina and the determination and the fortitude to be a part of the experience, or can we wash you out with hard questions and hard decisions? Mm-hmm. And once the first 5 years were over and I stood my ground and I had memorized my rules so that questions regarding points I would score, I could explain to anyone who walked up to me and asked in a professional manner without antagonism. And after that period of time, individuals took me for being a referee. Not a female referee, but a referee.
And a darn good one. I mean, it's the Hall of Fame. You must feel so proud. How's your family feel? I mean, they know, and they've been part of your journey in wrestling.
My family is extremely proud of me today, and they've been proud of me for a long time. Each year that the season starts and I begin to officiate again, they support my decision to go where I need to go and do what I have to do. No one questions my time frame away from home. We all coordinate our activities. So the family that really does come first, which is mine, is not neglected by the fact that I'm going with my second family, and truly, wrestling is my second family.
And have you had a lot of fun here? I mean, I'm sure you've seen some old friends.
I have had a ball interacting with the individuals at the showcase when we opened it up last night. Once Sandy read my resume, people came up to mention that they needed to do more in their life from what they had heard I had done. They congratulated me. Some have indicated they would like to emulate what I do. I think it's wonderful that if I am here and I am demonstrating that change can occur from the inside, meaning wrestling will allow women to be an integral, equal part of their sport, then there will be other women who will join, and this will make wrestling stronger now and later.
Well, congratulations, Marcia. You've been a longtime friend. So I'm excited for you, but I know you've got a lot of friends around the country that are also sharing that feeling with you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Gary, and we have been longtime friends, and I really, really appreciate you and your wife, Pat.
Very good. Thank you.